Hey everybody. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. My camera wasn't working on my end. I'm gonna just give it some time for some more people to come in. You there, Lola?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I was just sharing it on Facebook.
Since I'm already late, I'm gonna give it 3 minutes. I'm start at 11:55 my time. 2 minutes. Miami-Dade. I am doing wonderful. Blessed. How are you guys? I have no complaints. Oh,
It was good to see you today, Dottie.
you too. You my friend. It's always good to see you, Lolo. Lola was at court with me today, you guys. Hold on, I just want to burn my candle while I'm sitting here. Give me 1 second.
What's good with it, everybody? What's good? Native One, K Baby, Stephanie, Miami-Dade. Queen Christy, Trevin, Shannon. What's good with it, everybody?
I'm back. Just had to get
If
my
I missed
sage.
anybody, I apologize.
Had a sage. I'm reading the negativity before we start.
The negativity. What negativity already?
Sage. 1 minute. I'm starting at 1 minute. What's the deal with these fake accusers acting like roaches? I'm gonna let you know in 1 second. I'm not smoking, that's my sage, everybody. So okay.
Weed.
I can't smoke this. Not weed.
Where you get that from? Erica Badu?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey there, everybody I missed. Okay, it's 11:55. So, as you all know, Rob had court today. This was for the state case. So, nothing federal, the state. This is the state hearing that's dealing with Kim Fox and the dismissal that I know everybody been hearing about. Well, they did not dismiss it today. They did not dismiss it today. I'm just say that there was a continuance. The continuance is for 30 days, December the 13th. I want to say 9 o'clock, but it didn't start today until after 10, so we're gonna say 9:30. The surprising part was you guys, Jennifer showed up today. So she is, huh?
My homie.
Oh
That's
my
my
God.
home girl.
We did talk to her for a minute after court. She was very nice. She answered a lot of questions. So if you guys have some questions, maybe I had already asked her, so you can ask in the comments. But she did file an appearance. She had already filed the appearance. So what happened was when she came, her and Greenberg, yes, Greenberg was there as well. They went to the back to the judge's chambers, and I'm pretty sure they talked about her coming aboard. I don't know for sure, but I didn't file, so I don't know if Greenberg might have been caught off guard or not. I don't want to say that he was, but she was there, so now she will be a part of the state case. Again, there were 4 state's attorneys there. Counsel that worked for the state's attorney's office. I think we started today about 10:12. Let me see. So basically, the judge asked, was this going to be a dismissal? What's happening? The government automatically said that they're requesting another 30 days because they're still waiting to get some information. And they said the information is pretty much the transcripts from the federal cases. Jennifer, at that point, talked to the judge about her filing an appearance. The judge asked Greenberg, so does that mean you're withdrawing from this case? And he said no. So then he said, okay, well, you're just going to be co-counsel. And she said yes. So again, she said, I understand that the government is asking for an extra 30 days for these transcripts. She said they could have had the transcripts. I've been willing to give them to them for the longest. She said, I don't feel that the transcripts is any reason for us to keep delaying this. And so she told the judge, I feel like we should push forward as soon as possible to get this done. The judge says, I agree. So he did continue it to December the 13th, 2020. Yeah. And she has said, because she has been offering to give them those transcripts. So that's pretty much all that happened in court. So once they decided on that date, they put it on the record and we left. That was pretty much it. Once we got into the hallway, though, there was myself, Lolo, and 2 other supporters there. Tamaria was there and another supporter. We waited for Jennifer to come out. When she came out, she greeted all of us. Yes, Greenberg is going to be on as co-counsel. So Jennifer will be pretty much the lead in the state case. When she came out, she talked to us for a little bit. What were some of the things we asked her? We all had questions. She's going over to talk to Rob today. So she said she will be seeing him today. What was one of the questions that we said we could talk about? Okay, so as far as
dismissing with prejudice,
I'm not gonna do that one yet. So as far as the thing with the dismissal, what she said was she pretty sure is leaning towards that way that it will be dismissed, but it's pretty much a game that the state is playing. Like they're just trying to draw it out. But she said what happened was they probably did inform people that it was, and she probably just leaked it. We all know what I'm talking about. But she said that it's going towards that way. I asked her, I don't know if you guys are familiar, when they dismiss a case, if they don't dismiss it with prejudice, then they can turn around and they can bring that back up. So I was kind of wondering, like, well, I hope when he wins this appeal, they don't turn around and try to charge him again with these same charges. So she said, she says that, can you send her the link? She says that when I asked about that, she said, okay, well, how that works when it's being dismissed with prejudice is that's more civil. What happens is once they dismiss this case, she's going to immediately ask for like 90 days or 120 days to take him back to trial on the state charges. So if within 120 days, let's just say 120 days, if they don't take him back to trial within that time, when he does beat the appeal and everything is over, they will not be able to bring these state charges back. I hope that's making sense to everybody. So it's not whether they dismiss it with prejudice or without prejudice, they will immediately ask for a trial date on the state charges once they say that the charges are dismissed. If the state, Kim Fox's office, does not bring it to trial within a certain time period, they will not be able to try him again on these charges. Now, I asked her also, okay, so let's say they say, okay, well, we got 120 days, let's go. We want to take him to trial within them 120 days. And I asked her, with him being in federal custody, because a lot of the time feds do not like to release their people that's in their custody over to the state. That's how people get lost in the system. She says the same thing. She don't know, but more than like, because I'm thinking, if he gets sent out, if he's in a prison, are they going to take him from that prison and then bring him over? And now he has to be processed into the state. And are they going to really go through all of that? So she basically said it probably won't happen. We've never seen that happen. So
did she get the link?
The link is in the chat, you guys. So let me see, what else did she say? We talked about the appeal. She said with the appeal, I asked, I'm thinking, because I was there, so I seen it, I'm like, would it be easy? Is it an easy appeal? So she said she never wants to use the word easy, anything, especially appeals, but based on the appeals that she's done and just reviewing Rob's, the whole trial and everything that went on with everybody, she says she feels strongly that his case is one of the cases that will have a successful appeal. Let me see. So she said that she really feels good about that. What else am I missing, Lolo?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
yeah.
we can.
Okay. Hey, Daddy Lalo. Hey, Daddy.
Hey.
It was a beautiful to see Bonjean come in that courtroom, wasn't it, y'all?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Guys, and it was one more person that was at court today.
Oh yes, it was.
And all four of us spoke with Jennifer for a good 10 minutes or so after court. I know that were what else were we talking about?
I think you just hit on everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much you summed it all up.
Case, when it comes to the appeal, it's not an easy case, but she said if she would bet on any case that had a chance of winning
Overtime.
It'll definitely be his, is what she said. She also said that she feel like with them asking for another 30 days. Did she say that I can say that?
Are you talking about for the Chicago Federal, right?
I did ask her what we talking about. I told her I was going.
No, don't say the other thing about the January. I mean the February date. Don't say the other one.
Okay.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, when she walked up in there, okay, so me and Samaria was sitting up front next to each other. When Jennifer walked in there with her mink and her red bottoms,
all black.
I tell you, the government stood up.
All black
you
mink.
Talking about, they looked at her like real shit. They looked at her like she was a celebrity walking into that courtroom. All eyes was on her like she do not come to play.
They were starstruck.
Yeah, they were.
She was like, "Hi, I'm Jennifer Bonjean." He was like, "Hi."
They stood up. They greeted her and everything. Yeah. She did not say how long it will take. No, she did not say that. Let me see. Answer your phone, Lolo.
It's on Do Not Disturb. Okay, call again. I'll take it off Do Not Disturb.
Hello.
We hear you. Did you want to add something?
Oh, just how good Jennifer looked when she walked in there with that all black on, her long black coat, and her red and black shoes on. Can you hear me, Dottie?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to make sure I can say what I was gonna say. Tell everybody this part. Hold on.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. I just wanted to make sure Jennifer did say that she feel like when it comes to this dismissal, I mean, she said she got her foot on their necks, but she feel like she said she told them, just straight up and out front, if you think you're trying to push this hearing back or this case back until after his sentencing, that's not gonna happen. So she said she shut that down right away because she didn't know if that's one of the things that they trying to do, trying to wait and wait until he's sentenced here and then start the trial here for Chicago. So she said that's not gonna happen. Um, but that's pretty much that's all the questions that I think that I had because I was really concerned about whether they would try to bring this, even if they dismiss it, that's good news. But if he could walk out on the appeal and they can bring them charges right back, then that's really was my focus. I wanted to make sure that that's not something we had to worry about and then be in the same boat down the line. But she said no. So for anybody that missed it, she said how the process works. And I honestly, I'm gonna say this. I feel like if they don't dismiss it, eventually I believe the judge will. So, but she says once it is dismissed, she will turn around right then and immediately ask for a trial date. They would have, she gave me, for an example, what she say, 90 to maybe
90
100 days. Yes, so they will have within that time frame to bring him to trial. If that does not happen, then when he walks out of jail, the state cannot turn around and bring these charges back. That'll be like at that point in time is done. So because there's no with or without prejudice, she said that pertains to more civil cases. So nothing criminal. Rob was not in court today. She said did she mention how he has been lately? She said she's going over to see him today. And they did say to let him know that we still supporting him, we still praying, we love him. And she said she's definitely going to deliver the message. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. Did I miss anything else? So,
No.
and it's not that Geronda probably was just sending people off when she put that out there that, Kim Fox had called her and said that she was going to dismiss the charges. She said that's that's pretty much protocol that they will notify them ahead of time just to give them an update and just let them know what's going to happen. So
The state would not want this thing to go to trial because it'd be televised
yeah,
to the
there
world.
there wasn't any. There was like three reporters in the courtroom today. So someone said I sent a few cards this morning. Yeah, that's awesome. Keep sending the cards and the letters and just keeping his spirits up. No, Robert was not in court today. December the 13th. I'm pretty sure he'll be in court.
Yeah.
So, you guys, Jennifer is now the lead on the state case. Greenberg is still co-counsel, so he's still there. And those are the only two that showed up today. You are so welcome, Shane. Yes, yep, he knows.
Tomorrow she got to have a post-trial motion in for the Chicago federal.
Mm-hmm. Tiffany, more than likely, yes. I'll probably be there for that. The December the 13th, the hearing. Yes. So, and then what Jennifer said today about the government, well, the state waiting on some transcripts. She said she don't think that that's a reason for them to keep holding this up, and she feel like we need to push forward and get this over with. And the judge agreed with her. And he can sit back. What's the status on the Minnesota case? I think the Minnesota case, because that's another state case, I think it's going to go just like this one is. Eventually, it'll be dismissed. It's not even nothing really that major.
He ain't even seen a judge yet in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I ain't read out the charges or nothing. He ain't make no plea, whether guilty or not guilty. It's just there.
Does anybody else have any questions? Yeah, I know I don't come on here unless I'm going to court. You know, so, but, oh no, you have double pneumonia. I'm so sorry. I'll call you when I'm off this live. Throw the whole case away. Yeah, throw the whole case away, because did I miss anything? Yes, he can receive cards, but it's restrictions. So I think they have to be in a white envelope, no glitter, nothing fancy, just plain, a plain card with the words, but like nothing fancy on it. I will post his address in my community chat. Or Lolo, if you could post it here on my wall. What is on the wall?
The wall is the community chat.
Bree, are you going to sentencing in February? Yeah. Whenever the sentencing is. So that's what I do. I go to the hearings, the sentencings, and then I go live. So that's when y'all should expect to see me. Basically a Dollar Tree card. Yeah. Thanks.
Hey, Dollar Tree cards is something.
Survivor tour. So once it's dismissed, how would it be before he could possibly? Okay, so once this is dismissed, this has nothing to do with the time that he's sitting now. This case is totally, so he's already been tried in Chicago, in New York. He's been sentenced. So even with this case being dismissed, he's not finna walk out of jail. After his sentencing for the Chicago case, after that, he will then be transported to whatever prison Donnelly sends him to. While he's there, he will be working on his appeal for New York. Once the appeal happens and he beats that, then we will deal with Chicago. Because I can't say if he's going to go into custody in Chicago or something, because I don't know how long that appeal is going to take. I don't know how much time he's going to get in Chicago. And if the appeal takes another year, 2 years, I don't know if by that time we can say that it's basically time served for Chicago. So all I know is that once he gets into that prison, we work on the appeal and then go from there. But if I had to give and I told this to Lolo, I honestly feel like we going into the 4th year now. It's finna be 2023. So we going into 4 years. I feel like by the time the appeal is over, I really feel like that it'll be time served for the Chicago case. He been already put in 4, 5 years, 6 years, and he'll be coming out.
Yeah.
Because of the charges he was convicted of in Chicago, and I look at the time that all of this took place. This is something from the 90s. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that time will be suspended time, and he's able to do that, let's say like on probation or parole or something. And then with his age and his health and things, I don't think that judge, and this is just my opinion, you guys, it's my opinion, I just don't think he's gonna have him sitting. I think the time that he spent sitting waiting on this appeal will be that he's doing his Chicago time. And again,
can you hear me, Daddy?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my phone called. People kept calling my phone. Did you discuss that she was saying that she was gonna go tell Mr. Kelly that he's got supporters still? You know that she was. You told them that already.
You can tell him what you heard, because maybe you heard more than me. Go ahead.
Oh, now she was saying that she was glad to see that we were there supporting him. You know, and she was gonna let him know that his support was in the courthouse and that we was there for him. That's about it, I think. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me. My phone keep going in and out. But yeah,
he actually said we have to ask her to tell him that we were there or that we still praying. She came out and she said, "I'm so happy to see Kelly still has his fans here, still support."
Mm-hmm. She sure did.
So she walked over to us, and that was the first thing she said.
She sure did. She was so happy. Even when she came in the courtroom, she looked right over there at me, and Dottie was sitting over there, and she was so happy to see us. She remembered us.
Okay, let me get this address. People ask me that address. Lolo, you don't have it on hand, do you?
71 West Van Buren.
They want you to type it. Maybe. Can you please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, everybody coming in. How y'all doing? Trevin, yes, this is a blessing. She came in smiling and she said she has no worries, y'all. No worries about this.
Did you tell them about how the ladies, who was them, the prosecution or whoever they was, how they jumped up when Jennifer came in and followed her to that back?
Starstruck.
Yes, they was like, she was taking control over that courthouse, that courtroom.
What's his inmate number?
Shottown says she put it in there, but
his inmate number.
all I know is 09. Okay, somebody has Shottown.
I remember the last three digits is 035. Okay. 09627-035.
I did not ask her how long would the appeal take. She did tell me that there's no appeal that's ever really easy. So she told me don't use that term easy. But she said that from all the appeals that she's handled, that she's worked, she knows that this his case is one that'll be a successful appeal.
Yeah, because she was saying, am I all right to say something about the council? Dottie, I don't want to say anything out of place.
Say that again.
For the appeal, she was saying something about the I don't know what the word she was saying.
Oh, ineffective counsel.
Ineffective counsel. That would be one of the things that she would bring up in the appeal.
Yeah, go ahead. You can say what you heard of stuff.
No, I don't want to say nothing out of if I don't supposed to say it. That's why I don't want to do that.
Oh, that's already on record.
That's on record. Okay.
Yeah. The ineffective
so
counsel.
She said that would be one of. Yeah, she'd say definitely that would be one of those.
Yes,
that she will be bringing up in the appeal. Mm-hmm. And then about the RICO.
She said just based on the counsel alone that he has a good for his appeal, and that's just based on now.
And she wanted to do like instead of a new trial, she's trying to get it all turned over, right? Completely turned over. Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she wanted to happen. She don't want a new trial.
The charges vacated.
Yeah, vacated.
To be vacated.
Overturned. Was it overturned or vacated? Something like that.
Overturned.
Overturned. Overturned. I think she's using overturned because he was already charged, so it'll be overturned.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you want to let's just say that. Let's just recap that. So she says, based on a counsel in New York alone, she feels he has a very good chance of winning his appeal. They're not asking for a new trial. They just want the verdict overturned.
Correct.
I know somebody said Harvey Weinstein, his appeal went by, he was approved and his new trial started fast. Well, there's a lot. She did say that to us. There's a lot that they had to go over dealing with that New York trial. So, and she said with each thing that every attorney did, that's a different, what did she say? Not motion, but it's a different way you have to word all of that when she goes in and she puts it in appeal, because they're going to want it. Oh, you have to say it like this. If you're saying that this person did this, I need you to say it like this. So each thing, like each act has to be worded and put in a certain way. So that's why, and being at that trial and everything was so lengthy, it's not gonna move as fast as Harvey Weinstein's did. They said no. She said she's asking for it to be overturned. Right, y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. Okay, so do y'all got? Is it I tried to pin your comment so that they can get the address. I don't know if it did or not. Did I miss any questions? I said, yeah, I will. I'm going to be at the hearing December the 13th, 26th in California, and I will be at the February sentencing at the Dirksen Building downtown. And
I wonder when they do the appeals, will they appear in person in court? Would she appear in person in court, or would it be on Zoom? Like how Dr. Cosby was on Zoom.
Cosby, his was on Zoom, so I'm not sure. It's address, okay.
You know what'd be good? Like we could watch go back and watch that appeal when they was when Jennifer was doing Dr. Cosby's appeal, because it was on YouTube as well.
Oh yeah, you should put that information in the chat. I didn't see that. Someone said if I was R. Kelly, I would sue Sony and Lifetime because they're the ones that started the smear campaign. You know, my thing is what's so sad and so disheartening is that it was the states that brought all of this back up to begin with. It was the state that initiated every single thing. So to go through all of this and then almost 4 years later just to have them dismiss it, even though that's good that they're gonna dismiss it whenever they dismiss it, it's just sad. If that was the case. And then to have everything follow behind it. Um, Let me see. I didn't see a video Joycelyn friend post effect. I didn't see no video that she posted. Is it possible they can find this case in the trash? They said it because it's just trash.
Yeah, it's really sad what he has to go through. It
That
really is.
it's a continuance. So just to recap, they did not dismiss the state case today. It's a continuance. They're asking the reason for the continuance from the state's side is they're saying that they're still waiting on the transcripts. As though they can go to YouTube for the transcripts.
Jennifer said she'll give them the transcripts.
She said,
It's not hard. She's like, everybody has the transcripts. I mean, that's what she said.
yeah, everybody has a transcript, so she don't understand why they don't have them. But she said she told the judge to keep delaying this based on them trying to get some transcripts. It's kind of ridiculous, and she feels they should push forward, and the judge agreed. Science say, yeah, the case is done. Hell, we got the transcripts. Right, that's what I told Jennifer. I said, well, they can go to YouTube for that. And she laughed.
All she gonna see is a bunch of lies in the transcript from
Johnny,
their.
remember when the judge asked them to say their names and everything? They act like they were scared to say their names. When they died, Jennifer was like, "Okay, go ahead." She had to tell them they could go.
Yeah, I think they wanted Jennifer. I think gonna come in and announce herself first, but she's like, "No, you go ahead.
You go ahead." But Daddy, he remember when the judge asked Bum Jean, has she already registered her stuff, I think, as an attorney? And
Yeah,
she said, I've been did that
yeah,
already.
they did it.
Remember she said, I've been did that.
Yep.
How you doing?
You are so welcome, Big Don Juan. No thank yous needed. We want to just make sure all the information from our perspective is getting out correct, and we hearing it, with our own ears on what's going on. The judge is Judge Floyd. Flood. Sorry.
Flood.
We was in and out. It was supposed to start at 9:00. I don't think they started until
They
9:15.
had us into like 9:45.
I mean,
it's
10:15. 10:15.
it
Right
started
about
Yeah, but they ain't start the court case until 10:15.
10:20.
Yeah.
We were literally, we were probably walking. No, we was probably done by 10. Yeah, by 10:20 we were done.
Yeah, it was about like 5 minutes when it's from start to finish.
Yep. Okay, baby said they know they read them transcripts already. They know. I don't even know what they're looking for on the transcript. So the government is showing.
I think they probably looking like, how bad did Lisa get caught up in her lie? How bad did Freeman get caught up in his lie?
They probably trying to.
How much did Michael Avenatti's name come up?
Because remember too, in the federal trial in Chicago, they used a lot of what Lisa said in the state trial against the federal. So they probably trying to see, because you obviously though they have to be using some of the same witnesses, so they want to compare and see. But again, it's just
They had came out and said when they was getting cross-examined that they lied to the grand jury for the state case. Because they stories was changing from the state case with the grand jury to the federal case with the
well,
grand jury into now with the grand
but
jury.
it was changing. Okay, it was changing. Let me say this. I want to get this correct. Okay, so they said one thing at the state trial. They said one thing to the grand jury at the state trial. They said one thing to the interviewers that interviewed
The
them.
agents.
Then they came and said something else during the federal trial. And then they said something different to the federal investigators.
Right.
So all the way around the board is something different. And someone said, okay, no, he's not getting out. The hearing, there was a hearing, it was pushed back 30 days, December the 13th. And I agree, Brie, they procrastinating. Okay, baby said they was all in the bushes too, reading them transcript with us, right? I really hope R. Kelly get out so R. Kelly can get out so all his social media pages. They rehearsed the lines.
I think his social media pages is just deactivated at the moment.
How was Greenberg acting? So while we were talking to Jennifer, we were in like a little circle. Greenberg was standing outside of the circle. He was conversating with someone else. And how was he acting? He just was, I don't know. To me, that's why I say, but I'm pretty sure they discussed her coming on a long time ago and he knew that, but he seemed a little shocked to me.
Because what happened was, remember when he had left and went to the bathroom, I guess, right? And then
Yeah,
when he
Jennifer
came
came
back,
in.
Jennifer came in while he was gone. And when he came back, he seen Jennifer and he went over there and asked her to speak with him. And Jennifer really didn't want to go back there with him.
Looked over at the table at her. She was already sitting down, had her notebook and stuff out. And he looked at her, said something, and then he walked closer to the table. And then he walked to the back with the judge. And a few minutes later, she got up and walked behind him. So I don't know. He just looked a little bit caught off guard to me. But I don't know.
But I thought that it's just my opinion now. I don't know for sure. But I do know. I'm just saying what I seen. When the judge asked was, he's dismissing himself from. Remember, he did ask him that, right?
He asked, "Are you withdrawing yourself from the
If you
case?"
withdrawing yourself from this case, because he didn't know what he was. Because he asked, was you the co-counsel? And he said no. And that's when he asked him, are you withdrawing yourself from this case? So he was just saying he's just there. He's there with Jennifer. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's a part of the case, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I
kind of.
thought I heard the words not yet.
Yeah, that's what he said. He
Yeah.
was not. It's Jennifer. Jennifer is the lead, and he was just there. I don't even know why he was there.
And the
Because
judge.
he couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
The judge didn't ask him not one question.
Yeah. And and he said that. He said, "So you're gonna be co-counsel?" And he said, "That's when he said, yeah." But before that, he said, "Not yet." But they made it. They made it very clear that Jennifer would be taking the lead on that.
Mirror your camera on. And your mic muted.
Oh. Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Coming in. Before I get off, I'll just go back and do a recap really quick. And so that was the best part, Jennifer walking in that courtroom.
It
And
was, y'all.
I did tell her, we are so happy to see you in this courtroom.
Yes, you did.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. She said she gonna tell Mr. Kelly that we was there. That was a good part. Woo woo.
me see if he. What he can't. So like today, they even whether he getting paid or not, if you have already been appointed counsel on a certain case, you can't just leave. You have to get permission from the judge. The judge have to grant that withdrawal before he could just leave. I'm surprised Usher had the same type of he said. Did you guys know that Harvey Weinstein actually has a movie coming out? I think it's this month, and it's actually in the theaters. Cause remember, he didn't he own part of Lifetime? He had some he owned part of Lifetime, so his movie went straight.
Oh.
Not on.
I thought he owned like part of Disney.
I don't know. They all do. But he has a movie coming out, and his movie is called He Say She Say.
Really?
He Said She Said.
Are you serious? When is coming out?
Supposed to be in the theaters. I seen it in October, so it was either this month it's in theaters or in December. But it's called He Said She Said.
Wow.
Okay, Miss Fast said it's called She Said. I thought it was He Said She Said, but it's She.
And it's about his case?
Yep. It's about his case.
I can't wait till Mr. Kelly get a chance to say his piece. It's gonna be, man, he gonna get billions of dollars for that. Everybody want to know what he got to say.
Yeah, everybody want to know what he got to say dealing with this case. What he got to say dealing with being behind bars. Like so many people is gonna be in tune with just what he got to say. I wonder is he gonna do it through a book, another book,
I think he should do a
documentary.
I think he should do a documentary talking. I want to see him speak it out, show his emotions, all of that.
Yeah, I think he should do a documentary. Oh yeah, so they say Harvey owned half of Disney, Miramax, and Lifetime. I knew it was because I felt like that's why Lifetime did what they did so quick, because they was trying to take the focus off of Harvey Weinstein with his cases, and they wanted to put Rob's out there.
And also, Lifetime owned by a guy named Bob Iger himself. I think was accused of child molestation or something like that.
And you see, nobody's really talking about, but Weinstein, he's in court right now, in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on trial right now. No one's talking about it. It's because he's winning. That's why they're not talking about it. He's probably winning it,
We haven't heard not a single thing about his appeal.
I just know that it was granted. But,
Yeah, the New York you talking about for Weinstein, his New York one.
Yeah, his appeal was granted.
It was granted, but he's not able to do it because he's in trial in California right now.
Right.
I remember Disney guy. Oh, Miss Fast said the Disney guy has some child porn allegations too. Yeah, you guys. So I'm trying to think with everything that's been going on, and I don't be on here. Is there anything I wanted to talk about? As far as this.
We missed y'all.
You say what? Hold on.
I was telling the chat we missed him.
Well, somebody said check your phone.
Somebody said check my phone.
Yeah, Trevin, I believe. Okay, let me see. Do y'all have any other questions about anything today? It was pretty short.
I don't know, Trevor, if we're gonna do that.
So y'all can see. That's how short it
But I
was.
know it may be a birthday party.
And y'all, I did try to get a picture with Bonjean, but they had us lock our phones up, and she had already walked out before I can think about, oh, let me get a picture with her.
She did. She really did. She was, by the time we got down the stairs, she was nowhere in sight. Okay, so recap. Wait, hold on one sec. Did Jennifer mention putting a halt to all? Nothing. We didn't. I didn't. I asked her. She basically answered questions that we asked. I asked nothing about that. Um, I wish I would have asked her, like, because I see people asking if he could sue Lifetime, and that'd be somewhere that's like way down the line.
Yeah, we gotta get them free first.
Okay, his birthday is coming up in January. Are there plans to celebrate for him? So for the last 2 years, me, Lolo, other supporters, we have been attending the party. Um, his promoter does for him on his birthday, Reese. So we normally go to his birthday parties there. It's in the south suburbs of Chicago. It's normally that Saturday of his birthday, and it'd be nice. It's nice. I'll share the link because I did go live last year when I was there.
Boy, did we have a ball.
We had fun. We had a lot. Now this year, I don't know y'all if I'm gonna be there because I had said my birthday is literally like what 5 days later after Rob's. So I said I think I want to try to do something for my birthday. So I don't know if I'll be at this one. Yes, anyone can go. When they do share that information, I'll make sure I post it on this platform or in Lolo's group on Facebook and in my group on Facebook. Okay, and so just to recap, Jennifer came in to court today at about 10:02. Greenberg was in attendance. They did not dismiss the charges. They instead asked for additional 30 days so that they can go over the federal transcripts. Jennifer mentioned that she has said that she can provide them with the transcripts, and she said she don't feel that that's a reason why they should be holding this up. And her exact words was she felt that they should be able to push forward despite them asking for the transcripts, and the judge agreed. So it has been pushed back to December the 13th. I'm expecting Rob to be at that hearing, December the 13th. But yeah, that's why basically I feel it's a stall tactic. And my group on Facebook is Standing in the Gap for R. Kelly.
And mine is Celebrating R. Kelly. I'm about to share the link with y'all to the group. Yeah, I'm gonna do yours too.
Thank you. Oh, I said I was recapping. Also, Jennifer is basically the lead on the state case as well now. Greenberg is still on as co-counsel. So for anyone that's asking for the Facebook, you won't find, just so you know, you guys, I don't share any YouTube videos or anything in my Facebook. It's strictly informative, positive information, videos, anything that'll make you smile that pertains to R. Kelly. That's all that you'll find in that group. So my YouTube videos and stuff, they're only here unless Lolo shares in his group. And I'm not saying that my YouTube is not positive or anything. It's just I don't share anyone's YouTube videos over there. Just, I don't know. I just, you know.
I share
Everybody want to go to Chicago. Chicago ain't
certain one.
here like 5-10 years ago.
Well, 15 years ago.
Ray Honey says, I hope that's how you say it. Ray Honey. She says, I always wanted to go to Chicago.
Oh. Come on through. We'll let her have you.
No. It's kind of dangerous right now. Listen, no. Come right now. Wait till they get some control over their city. Why are you sending people up here to get robbed and stuff? No.
Man, I've been here for all these years. Ain't nothing happened to me
You know
yet.
what? But see, that's what it is. If you from here, you good. You just got to know where to go. Chicago ain't all.
Yeah, you got to know how to move.
Yeah, you got to know how to move in and out of it. You keep to yourself. You don't bother nobody. You good. The only thing that I say is, because obviously I'm not a resident here anymore, the food is not as good as it used to be. But this is all over. But the food is not as good. I feel so bad for Rob because one of his favorite sandwiches, that McRib from McDonald's, they discontinuing that. Did you hear that?
I heard. I want to go to McDonald's.
Man.
Rib. Hope.
On that piece of shine. I come here, I don't go nowhere. Lolo don't want to hang out with me. Got nobody want to hang out with me. I just be here. Let me see. That man knows he needs to leave. He just there hanging on for dear life. Oh, what's the? Did you put the Facebook names in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Oh. Okay, well I found out how to pin a message.
Body group.
Yeah. So that's what happened today. Lola, what did you say tomorrow about something federal with a motion?
The post-trial motion for is due.
I know they did a lot of unsealing of a lot of stuff. Do anybody have any questions about that? Spitting fire. So they really did not put a spin on us. Well, yeah, they did, but they will be dropping the case. It's almost like
They just prolonging it.
pretty much just she spoke too soon. She basically spoke too soon. What Jennifer said is that they probably did call her and try to give her a heads up to let her know what is going to be happening, and that's probably something she probably should have. They probably was expecting her to keep it to herself, but in the long run, Jennifer said she basically got her foot on their necks, and we should expect for this to be dismissed. There's no reason for them to. I don't remember her exact words, but there's no reason for them to just to prolong it. Right now, it's just a stall tactic. Let me see. Any other questions, you guys? Lolo, you guys got anything else y'all want to add? I'm not seeing no questions. I was talking about a lot of the stuff that's if anybody didn't know, Stephanie, one of the girls that was awarded restitution in the New York federal trial, they did increase her restitution. So I believe it was like
Why?
8,400 at first, right?
Why?
I would have to go through this again, but they increased it to like now she's getting like 50 something thousand in restitution. So it has something to do with the reason why it was a low amount in the beginning is because they saying for her medication, she had insurance for a certain period of time and she only had to pay a copay. So I guess her copay was like $15 a month. And then when they averaged that out annually, it came up to just like $900. And so when they took the 900 and they multiplied that by however much time they think that she would still need that medication, it only came up to that $8,900. But now I think they added restitution for like therapy for her to get some help because that was what Jane Doe's restitution was based on. Treatments.
So why hers was so much and hers was so low?
Doesn't have any insurance. So that was some of what Bonjean, when they had put that out, that's kind of what she was saying. One, the government was trying to say in New York that Jane Doe contracted herpes during one of her visits to California. The first visit was somewhere between April and May 1st, 2015. And then the second visit was somewhere between September and October. So they're trying to say during one of those visits is when she contracted it. Jennifer
How
saying
can they tell?
you can't say that. And there's no proof that she actually contracted anything during those visits. She could have, when
She could have got it as a baby.
yeah, well, we can't really say when that happened. And so they said, she didn't have any insurance. She has already received some form of therapy and she's going to need future therapy. I think they gave her another lifespan of like 53 years. So without insurance and whatever annually her medications and things cost, they times that by 53 years. And then that's how they got the 300 and some thousand for Jane Doe. Let me see. You didn't hear about that, Lolo?
I heard about it, but I was
And they had only asked for restitution for Sonia, Stephanie, and Jane Doe. Sonia's was denied.
my Faith didn't get it.
Faith has a joint lawsuit, civil suit in Texas with Lizette, Jim Pratt's, Faith, and one more person. I'm not gonna say because I don't remember who the fourth person is, so don't get me to lying.
Now, Lizette from Florida, how did her lawsuit get to Texas?
She's on a civil suit.
In Texas?
Yeah, out of Texas. Jim Pratt's, they're all named in that. Remember, they said that right after the sentencing.
Hmm.
What if she gets insurance?
So I could do something or alleged to do something, and somebody that stay in Mississippi, they could sue me in California from some lawsuit that's in California. And we never went to California, supposedly.
I don't know how that's happening, but I know it's 4 people named on there. I didn't even understand Jim Pratt. He's on there.
This whole thing is just so confusing, y'all. My mind is just. I'm learning, trying to learn a lot at the same time, but it's so confusing.
Yeah. Yeah. So hers, Stephanie restitution went up to 53,000, and Jane Doe's is still at like 357,000 or something. Jim Pratt is the former bodyguard, and at some point he was working. I can't confirm a relationship with him and Drea, if they actually brother, sister, cousins, aunties, uncles.
That's what they call each other.
But if you guys remember when
Yeah, but why he in the lawsuit?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen anything regarding it, but I know after after Rob, it was either after the verdict or after the sentencing that they had said that there was a civil suit with those four people. And if you guys remember, Jim Pratt is the person that Geronda tried to sue because she said that she had sent him some money, him and Drea. She sent them some money, and Drea said that she never got the money. And so Geronda went after Jim Pratt to get her money back from him.
That's in a small. That should be in a small claims court.
Yeah. Well, I think
That has nothing to do with Rob.
Drea had issued Geronda a cease and desist because of that, and she said
I remember that.
she had no relationship with Jim Pratt, and so she never told him to ask Geronda for any money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So he's suing Rob back for that?
No. I was somebody asked me who was he, so I was just I was just telling them who he was. Okay, they said what I don't understand is how they can pay all that money without actually knowing they contracted it from Rob.
That's the thing. When you get herpes, and you've been so much sexually active, you ain't even gotta be sexually active. You can just get herpes just from sipping on somebody's pop or kiss people while you in 7th grade, 6th grade. You know, boy catch a girl, kiss a girl. You know, one of those things. You get herpes that way, sharing each other's blunts.
But what I don't understand is too, it'd be different for me if they were all in monogamous relationships with him, but they all came into court and testified that everybody was sleeping with everybody, like they did stuff. So what I want to know is, once they knew, because these are not one night stands, we know that they all had 4, 5, 6 year long relationships with this man. So at some point you knew you had herpes. When you got in the bed with that third person, did you tell that person that you had herpes, or did this just all fall on Rob to tell everybody? That's what I don't understand. Was they telling people, their significant others that they had it?
Now, how could some of them have it, but most of them don't?
Some have it, some don't.
So Geronda didn't get nothing for
Restitution?
restitution?
Mm-mm. It was just Jane Doe, Stephanie, and Sonia, and Sonia's was the one that was denied. So it's just 2 people. They had herpes.
They didn't award Aaliyah's estate nothing?
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's why it only came out to like 300 and some thousand that he had to pay.
It could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah, because I'm pretty sure that they was looking for way more than that. They said Geronda already has several civil judgments. Several.
And she was still paying him back for one.
Yep. The only ones that we know that claim to have herpes is the ones that came out. No one else was mentioned. No medical records was discussed. None of that stuff at trial. Actually, I'm okay. No, I take that back. I think the government did bring in one OB-GYN, right, in New York.
Obigani?
Yeah, for Jane Doe.
J- which Jane Doe? 'Cause they all was Jane Does.
In New York.
You talking about Azrael?
Yeah, the only one. Yeah, the only one with the herpes, and said that she was reading some of her medical
Well,
records.
she said it. Faith said it. Geronda said it, and what's that girl name? The one that was awarded the $8,000.
But with Geronda saying it, why Dominique never said it?
That's why I say I
Because
don't
what?
understand how some of them do and most of them don't.
And then they were together all at the same time. So that don't. And then I want to know if you was with. Again, I'm just gonna go back to that. It's not like these relationship was monogamous. I feel like if y'all was having threesomes, foursomes, or whatever else, it was also your responsibility if he didn't disclose anything for you to disclose it. And those charges, it should have been more than one person brought in to charged on that stuff.
Yeah.
But we just pour everything on this one person. I don't believe any of them have it. Yeah, he could have. He could have. Um,
And
did
then he was never diagnosed with it
right,
either.
but that's what I was gonna say. He they didn't really say that he actually
So
had it.
how could they say that he gave it to them? They don't even know he got it.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, what the doctor said was
He just showed signs of it.
he came in with a rash. He said that he had done a photo shoot and he was wearing some red leather pants and he believed that that was the cause. So he gave him medication that's used to treat herpes. And he assumed since that medication cleared up whatever Rob had, he assumed that that's what he had. Yes.
Trying to figure out who gave you herpes is like trying to figure out who gave you
They have to
the
actually,
flu, the cold, or
yeah, they would draw blood
yeah.
and test the blood to actually determine when you got it and where you got it from.
So he had to pay money for something that we don't even know if he got.
And we still don't know. I don't know how that works. If he wins an appeal, does he get that money back? So that's another good question. So,
And money we send to his commissary, they just gonna take it.
yeah.
They ain't have no commissary. Oh, y'all should watch this documentary. I started watching it on Netflix. It's called 60 Days In. It's real good. It's about these secret people that's going into jails and they been in there for 60 days and they just being treated like inmates to spy on things so that they can have a better jail. And the one that they got the season on is for Atlanta, Georgia. It's called 60 Days In on Netflix.
Is it a series?
Yeah, it's 13 part, like 45, 50 minutes long for each episode.
Yeah. Spitting Fire says she was taking Veltrex for shingles.
Yeah, that's another thing. You could have herpes from shingles and chickenpox, right?
Yeah.
So you ain't even gotta be sexually active to get it. Like I was saying, you so many different ways you can get the herpes virus without being sexually active. But
So
God rest their soul.
I'm just trying to go through the motions and stuff that was filed regarding that. Okay. Anybody else got any other questions? Dr. Oz asked Faith how she got rid of herpes without going to the doctor, and she said she changed her diet.
Yeah, she did. He didn't. He didn't believe it. I don't think.
She was on Dr. Oz.
Yeah, before the documentary came out. Right before the documentary came out. Like at the end of 2018 or so. And Dr. Phil had a lot of them on his show. And he chose not to run those interviews
Yeah,
because he said it sounded like a whole lot of gossip.
yeah.
And he don't run gossip until he gets to the bottom of the truth. And he still haven't run those interviews.
Yeah. So that's what happened today, you guys. That's all I got today. I did not know she was on Dr. Oz. I'm gonna see if I can go watch that. So we will be back here. You guys will see me again December the 13th.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I'll be saying that this is dismissed. And again, just so I did ask, because I was worried, myself personally, was worried that if it wasn't dismissed with prejudice, that they would try to come back after he wins his appeal and charge him, or, with these same charges. Jennifer, she confirmed to me that, well, one, the prejudice and without prejudice that mainly pertains to civil cases. She says once it's dismissed, immediately she will ask the judge to set a trial date. They will give, she said they give like 90 to 100 days for them to take him to trial. If they do not bring him to trial within that 90 days to 120 days. If they don't bring him to trial within that time period, when that appeal is over, the state cannot bring this back. So, and then I asked, okay, well, what if they do, because I want to know, what if they do try to bring it up while he's sitting in, once the sentencing and everything is over? What happens if they do say, okay, we got 120 days, we want to take it to trial, and they try to prepare? What happens in that situation? She said she really don't know. She can't say because she's never really seen it before, because at that time he is a federal, he's in custody with the federal government, and normally they do not releasing their inmates into state custody. They don't like that transferring of hands and things like that. So she don't know how it will work if they would bring him back and then put him in, So, but 9 times out of 10, when they going over all of this in their head, and I'm speaking about the state, they got to think about all of that. Will we even be able to bring him back for a trial? Probably not. So, yeah. And I also think, I'm going to say this, I really feel that they trying to, and is this based off of my conversation with Jennifer? They're trying to stall and procrastinate, because I think that they feel like when it comes to his sentencing in Chicago, he's not gonna get a lot of time. And like I said before, whatever time he get, it's probably gonna be time served. So they want to see if that's the case, so they know whether, okay, yeah, well, we're gonna go ahead and take him to trial on this, because if it's time served or whatever, then we want to get some time in Chicago. But if it's not, then that's when they're gonna say, well, we'll just dismiss the case. So I believe that's their stall tactic. They're just stalling for
I
that.
think they just stalling because
Yeah, because they want to get.
they realize that uh he's going to get out on the appeal,
Yeah.
and they ain't gonna be able to come back with theirs. But in the event that if they do go forward with theirs, then their case will be televised. And once again, they don't want to be televised. What was you about to say?
No. Oh no. I was just saying that's my opinion. I mean, that's just my thoughts. They want to make sure they want to see if the federal judge is going to give him time. I think they think that he probably won't give him a lot of time, like people thinking whatever they thinking, and I feel that's why they trying to stall up until sentencing.
Yeah, because what
They,
he's been charged with is maximum for 10 years. The judge can run everything he was charged with under that 10 years,
yeah.
and or the judge also could set the bar, like move the bar, lower it as well. It's all on how the judge feel. I just pray for mercy. Uh, Pray that
And
God set
I
the
know
judge heart, on their heart.
your phone broke up. I didn't hear you, Lala.
That's why I just pray that God touch the judge heart, so the judge can have a sincere heart and be lenient.
Spitting fire. Did you hear me when I said Jennifer says when it comes to appeals, we all she A1 with the appeals. She said when it comes to appeals and cases that need to be stuff needs to be overturned, she really feels Rob's case is one of those. It's not an easy case. None of her case. She said none of it is easy, but she definitely feels like he's gonna win that appeal. And yeah, absolutely, the appeal is what's gonna set him free. Um,
My scare is that with this law, you come back any point in time from with anybody, they could just bring somebody new and charge him with somebody new every time. Just he get out, he come two more new people that you never heard of, like from backstage at the Showtime with the Apollo or something. Like, I don't know. Like,
you know what? That's why I feel like it's important for him to sue. You know, you got to start hitting their pockets like they hitting yours. Prove it in court. Prove it in a courtroom. That settling stuff, that stuff is dead. Um, Not just settling nothing. No, I see you in court. That should just be his um his whole mental going forward. You say anything, I stepped on your toe. Okay, let's go to court. I ain't gonna argue with you. No. Um, I got you spitting fire. Let me see. I said that. Yep. Yeah, they buying time. So, I mean, Margaret, hey, yeah, the list is long. Um, did she say anything about Rob, how he's doing? I mean, I know what I heard, but did you hear anything?
he's holding his head up,
No.
and she's going to see him today. She's on her way. She was actually leaving there and on her way to see him. But man, she looked like a superstar.
She did. She looked she made them sit up in their seats. Y'all know they say it's important when you fighting a case, it's important to have the right attorney, because when you have an attorney, when they walk in, when the prosecutors sit up in their seats, then you know they not gonna play with her. She mean business, and that automatically, because that's how I'm not gonna even BS y'all, but that's what they was doing when Daryl McDavid's attorneys was walking in that courtroom. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They literally every time they walked in and out, they came in a straight line, in the same, probably the same order.
Same order.
Straight bosses.
Yeah.
And it's just like they demanded they respect. And when she
Daryl McDavid was coming in like the mob.
Wasn't that? Walked up in there today, they all turned and looked, and they was just like, "Oh, okay." Stood up, shook a hand, fixed their clothes.
How's my hair, girl?
They look starstruck. Y'all would have thought Rob had walked in that courtroom, but she came in. Yeah. I said in the beginning, God is allowing this. It's a lesson with the bigger blessing. Amen. I don't know anything about. Okay, you say is Drea in line for money?
What money?
I don't think so. If you're asking if she's suing him or anything, I don't think so. Nope, she's not getting anything.
Why don't some of these accusers that say they did it with her too, why don't they sue her? She the one making money now from all these TV shows and appearances.
Texas Black Diamond, you say who walked on? I missed that part. You know what she's talking about? Who walked on?
I ain't even looking at the chat.
Did they get a picture of her? So they were trying to get pictures of her. So what happened was we went down. Once we finished talking to Jennifer, we went down. She came out a different door, so we didn't see her. When we did see her, we were actually standing in a line to get our cell phones. And so she walked out the door. They did run out to try to get some pictures, but we missed her. If I'm not mistaken, we took some pictures of the courthouse, you know, some video. I think Lolo got. Never heard.
That was only just in case people was like, you didn't show up.
Right. But damn, they just keep talking. Okay. Yeah. Let me put my yeah, no I'm not. Yeah, yes I will. We'll put my email in here. I know Spitfire, I think I have your number. But just in case I don't, can you send it to me? And I'll put that up there. Okay, just asking, how do we know if Drea didn't give it to someone so she...
That's a good question.
I said it from the beginning, he gonna be richer coming out than he was going in. So I agree with you, Tasha, on that. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm talking about Bonjean when she walked in. They acted like she was a celebrity coming in. And it's crazy because they should be familiar with her. She do a lot of her appeals out of that courthouse.
Yeah.
So they should. But I think she's just meeting those particular attorneys. Sorry, I missed what transcripts are they asking for? Probably both.
Chicago Federal and New York Federal.
Yeah, they asking for both. So my thing, okay, so this is just my thoughts. What I said was they want the transcripts. Now we know how long those transcripts is and how much time it'll take for you to actually sit and read all those transcripts from both the trials. It's a stall tactic, you know. It's a stall tactic so that they can see how much time he will get for the Chicago federal case. And that would be, that would be that's when they're going to say whether they want to dismiss it or not. They just want to say, okay, let's see if this judge give him some time or something. Because if they doing that, then that's good, because that's a good sign. That shows that they don't even think that that federal judge in Chicago will give him that much time. So if that's what their tactic is, if that's what they're doing, that's kind of a good thing.
Right.
Don't he get the bond money back? Yeah, you're supposed to. Yep. Yep, she is taking over the state. She is the lead now. Greenberg is the co-counsel. Yep. Miss Texas Black Diamond, I know you came in late. You got any other questions before I end this live? Hey, Tennille. It's getting cold up here in Chicago.
Dottie, we were just at 76 degrees.
Well, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, you see how crazy this weather is?
And it's supposed to start snowing.
Yeah, I think tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Drea should have signed up for Section 8. Tomorrow?
Yeah, supposed to be snow with some rain.
I was holding out to see if somebody else has some last minute questions before we end this. But that was pretty much it today, you guys. So we'll be back December the 13th. And then I'll be back February the 23rd for that sentencing. And then if I go to, I know a lot of people were talking about the birthday party that they have for Rob every year. If I do attend that, even if I don't, I'll post that information on my wall. And if I attend, I will go live. I do have my video from last year. So if anybody want to see that, just let me know, because I did go live last year. It was nice. I will say the first birthday party, what was it? Like 700 people there?
It'll be probably more, probably like 1,000.
Oh. So it was a lot. The turnout, I sure will.
I hope Reese don't wait till the last to post the information.
The turnout be nice, you guys. I highly suggest you, if he does, contact him to reserve some tables. There's food. It's a Cajun. They always have at a Cajun grill, so there's food, drinks. There's 2 DJs, so 2 separate rooms. Last one we went to, I think Bobby Valentino actually came. Yeah, Bobby Valentino. No, the first one, Bobby Valentino came out to support. So, all right, y'all.
One day we're gonna throw a party.
You say what?
I said one day we're gonna throw our own party, and it's gonna be at the United Center.
Man, that's gonna be the coming home party. That's what that's gonna be. That's gonna be the coming home party. So, yeah. So I will see you guys December the 13th. Anything else that pop up, just check, the community wall. I'll post everything there, or on my Facebook. So you guys have a blessed day. Keep praying for him. Everybody that asked about the mailing address for him, please make sure y'all send them cards and them letters. Utilize it.
He also wants some magazines.
Magazines. Yes. Thank you. He did say that. He said any kind of magazines. Just send some magazines.
car magazines,
You have to send them
sports magazines.
right. So they have to come from Amazon or something like that. You can't go buy the magazine and then send it. It has to come directly from the company.
Yeah.
If y'all can do that, I would appreciate that. Yeah, I'll post that information on the wall again for you. But thank you guys. Appreciate you. Love, as always. Love you.
Love you more.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day. Hold on. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I was just trying to check that last comment. All right, you guys. Have a good one.